The borrower's the bad guy. Now that you understand that, a short sale, what's happening with a short sale? You're trying to change the deal. You're trying to change the deal. Can the lender say no to the change? Sure. Yeah. You can say no all day long. What about loan modification? What's happening with the loan modification? You're trying to change the deal. Can the lender say no to the change? Yeah. You can say no all day long. 90% of the time. Yeah. You may say, well, that's not fair. And here again, we go back to what Mom used to tell us. Life's not fair. Life's not fair. Live with it. Okay? Now, frequently, the lenders, they're not stupid. They know how this works. They got lawyers on staff. So when you contact the lender, whether it be for a short sale or otherwise, and you're basically saying, hey, I want to change the deal. The lender does what? Says, well, we'll consider changing the deal, but not until you do a couple things first. Right? Now, what is it they want you to do first? Disclose. Financial disclosure. They want your client to cough up financials. Now, why do you think that is? Is there a law out there that says in order to receive a loan modification or a short sale, the homeowner must make financial disclosure? Nope. No, that doesn't exist. So where does that come from?
Ability to pay.
Ability to pay. I like that answer.
So they can go after your asset.
Oh, I love that answer. I love that answer. How many of you actually called a lender up on the phone on behalf of a client or even on behalf of yourself? Have any of you done that? Probably most of you. And what does a little voice recording say?
Leave your social security number, blood type, account information.
This is like this.
Yes. Bingo. We are considered a debt collector under the law. Any information you provide us can and will be used for purposes of collecting a debt, or words to that effect. Why do they say that? Why is that recording there?
That's law.
Okay, it is true. They're supposed to make that disclosure. Why do you think they're required to make that disclosure?
So you know they're coming after your money.
Because it's true. It amazes me how many people hear that recording and they just chalk it up to some formality. They just discount it outright. No! It's there for a reason. Now, let me ask you this question. If I owed you guys $50,000 and I called you up on the phone and said, you know, instead of paying you this month, I think I'm going to go to Vegas and throw everything on red. What would you do? What information would you find, what information about me would you find helpful towards resolving your problem with me?
Anything.
My bank accounts? My pay stubs where I work? Can a lender, if they sue a borrower and get a judgment against the borrower, can they go after those things? Yeah. So why do you think the lenders are asking for that information? Do you think they're really trying to pre-qualify the borrower for anything?
Ammunition.
Ammunition. Ammunition suggests leverage. Are they trying to get leverage?
You bet.
Well, no. They're trying to find stuff that they can take to satisfy their debt. They're exploring their options. They're evaluating suing. They're evaluating repossession or foreclosure. They're evaluating doing a combination of the two. They're trying to decide what to do with this borrower. And the standard of measurement that they're using to evaluate their options is money in the door as quickly as possible. Now, I've heard lawyers tell clients, well, they don't want your property. As long as you pay them something or you work with them. No, that's false. They would prefer that you perform under the original deal than them having to repossess or sue. But if you do not perform, they are every bit looking at suing and repossessing if they can. That's what they do. Okay? So with that in mind, you always got to ask yourself the question, does it make sense for the homeowner to make financial disclosure? Maybe, maybe not. But you got to pose the question. Should a client short sale? A short sale, now that you're starting to get an idea as to how this works and the variables involved, because that word discretion or discretionary creates variance in the way these transactions play out. And because of that word discretion, a short sale, ladies and gentlemen, is not a perfect solution for everybody. For some people, it's horrible. Others, it might be a good idea. But don't treat it as a universal solution to everybody. If you do, surprise! It's not a universal solution to everybody. And this is where that cherry picking comes in. Right? That's where the cherry picking comes in. Pause for a minute. Okay. He's going to split a client short sale. Well, now that you know financial disclosure has to be made. So the first thing you got to, before you answer this, you have to ask the question, does it make sense for the client to make the financial disclosure? Because you know the banks are imposing a condition on you that before they'll consider a short sale, client's got to make financial disclosure. First thing you got to look at, what is bank fraud? What is bank fraud? You guys heard that term? It's when you lie to the bank to get them to make you a loan that they otherwise wouldn't make you. How does a borrower or a homeowner lie to the bank? In the loan application. What if the homeowner has been working for the County of San Diego for the past 15 years? And they're still there today. And the date of their loan is 2004. Well, if you start coughing up financial information today that's inconsistent with that loan application, what might you be exposing? No, the screen, I know it's off a bit here, but it has both civil and criminal implications here. I'm more concerned about the civil, but I'm also concerned about the criminal. I'll talk about both. On the criminal side, up to 30 years in prison and $1 million fine. Surprise! Right? And if they're surprised by something like that, who are they going to be upset with? What about on the civil side? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about California's anti-deficiency protections here in a bit. Those are gone when there's fraud. If the bank wakes up to it, they're gone. Fraud also non-dischargeable in bankruptcy. Surprise! What if the lender becomes aware through the financial disclosure the borrower committed bank fraud. Things don't work out, things get nasty. Homeowner says, well, you know,